Sorry about that. These videos have to be 10 minutes or less in length. That's what the free version of Screencastify comes with. I guess I should get a premium version. Okay, so we're going to do this in different parts. But what I was talking about here was to have, get rid of that. You can do any measures you want to with this loop feature. All right, so maybe I want to have these two rest so that I can get ready here. And after I've practiced it slowly, all right, maybe I'm ready to go for that extra credit here. Let's see if I can do it. So I'm going to bump this up to 100. I've practiced a little bit, fixed my intonation. Okay, I need to hit this clear button to clear the loop. And I also need to put my cursor back at the beginning, all right, because if I don't record all the measures, then the assessment doesn't count. Remember, I have to cut my part off. And also for extra credit, I have to cut the metronome off there. All right, the metronome can be on just for the regular assessment for the minimum requirements. But if you want the extra credit, then 100 for the metronome off, all by your lonesome. And let's hit the record button, see what happens here. All right, 97%. Okay, so if you get tempo 100, at least 90%, then I will give you an extra credit point. All right, something I would work on here with my violin playing this red note while I'm talking to you guys. This is something we need to work on in class, is cutting this note off and not playing over in the rest. Sorry about that. Bad example there. I shouldn't have done that. I would probably go back and practice that if I had more time in this video. All right. One other thing you can change on here is this cursor, okay? Depending on, and it doesn't matter to me for the assessment which one you use. If you put it on this one that says flow, all right, then the cursor moves continuously. All right, you can see the cursor moving across the screen instead of jumping from beat to beat. Okay, again, tracks is where you can set all of your settings here. You can even turn subdivisions on. That's where it will click the eighth notes for you. All right, and over here is my takes. Now, say I've had a few takes that I don't like. I did not get the 70%. All right, I can choose my best one, or when I finally do get to 70%, okay, and I can submit that. Or maybe you tried for the extra credit and you didn't get, the 90% for the extra credit, and you want to go back to an earlier take and just go ahead and submit the one for the minimum requirements. You can go find that over here. Just click on my takes and then go over here and find the take that you want to submit. All right. So I did the extra credit, or let's just go ahead and hit submit this one. All right. There's my 90% that I did earlier. And see, it says tempo 90. So it goes ahead and shows all the stuff that I did. Okay. All right. I go over here, I hit submit. Comment on your submission. All right, this is where if you think something is going wrong with your Chromebook or something is wrong with Smartmusic, and you've tried it several times and we've talked about it and you still can't get to the 70%, go ahead and submit it and comment in here what you think is going on, because when you submit it, it actually saves your recording and I hear it when I go in to look, and I will go in and listen to these. So write a comment in there about what you think is going on, and then I'll hit submit. All right. It's creating the MP3 of the recording. Waiting. I could practice while I'm waiting. All right, and then I'm done. Submission. All right. Now, I'm going to go back here to Smartmusic because that was the classical era. I still have romantic era that I need to submit here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. I can click straight on it from here. This time I'm going to choose Violin 1. Make sure you're choosing your part for this time machine. You know, if you're Violin 1, then make sure you're playing Violin 1. If you're Violin 2, make sure it's all Violin 2 for both of them. I'm just showing some different examples in this video. I'm going to click OK. All right, there's the instructions. Click close, metronome's on. Let's just record it, see what happens, all right? When you first sign in, it's all set up, your part is off, the metronome is on, it's ready to record, it's already set at 90, okay? It's ready to go. So I'm just gonna hit record and it's gonna go for it. Oh, test your mic. It's gonna do this again. Make sure you follow the instructions. Make sure your headphones are unplugged. Test the mic. Takes it a minute. Okay, here we go. Start practicing. All right, 100%. Woohoo! All right, fantastic. Notice that when I played the Divisi, I played the lower octave, okay, and it was fine. I didn't have to. Obviously, I did not have to play in octaves. All right, for that to count. All right, but maybe just because I want to, I'd like to try that upper octave. So I'm going to record it again. I'm going to try for the upper octave. See what happens. Here we go. All right, 100% again. Look at me. Okay, great. So my practicing has paid off. All right, if I did not get 100% on this octave, again, my favorite feature of this, the loop feature, okay, here, and say I want to loop this measure and this measure. Hold on. It didn't. There it goes. Now I got the handles there. Say I want to practice just this shift, just getting up there and playing in third position where I have to play this thing here, all right? And then I can hit, and I want to do it slowly. Always want to practice a little slower so I can really get it in tune here. Oh, something happened. What did it do? Yeah, and this is where in Smartmusic you have to make sure, okay, now the cursor is at the beginning. Okay, here we go.